everybody, Sean here for the Sean Talks Movies podcast. I am here with another instant reaction from a movie I just saw. I'm actually slightly delayed here. I had to run home and get ready and run out, but I got out of the theater like half an hour ago, so this still works. I just saw a documentary called Life Animated. I'm not sure if I've talked about it on the show before, but it's a documentary about a young man named Owen Susskind. He is an autistic man, I think living in Massachusetts. He's 23 years old, and it's kind of his life story and how he has been able to overcome autism and start to become an independent adult. And the thing that drew me to the movie, the trailer itself was actually pretty heart-wrenching, because when Owen was little, up until like 3 years old, he was a perfectly normal child, and then at 3 he kind of just receded into himself and became very withdrawn and stopped speaking entirely, and his parents couldn't figure out what was going on. And after spending a lot of time trying to figure out whether or not their son was going to be able to speak again, they started to notice that he actually had a strong connection to the animated Disney films, and he actually started to craft his understanding of the world by watching these movies. And that's basically what got him to be, the success that he is today. This is a movie that, after watching the trailer, the trailer got me worked up. So I had a feeling going in that this one was gonna get to me, and I will say that things got a little dusty. There was quite a bit of dust particles in the theater, and I was constantly wiping my eyes as a result. This is a very heartfelt movie, and it's a great watch, seeing how this young man has been able to overcome what, back in the early 90s when he was, diagnosed with autism. It was a very different landscape, and there wasn't really a lot of information about how people with autism could potentially become successful and fully integrated adults. And we're seeing kind of the stepping stones of how that has worked for Owen with this particular movie. But the thing that really does make it a very connective experience is the Disney aspect. I think all of us have grown up on Disney movies, and we all know the Disney animated films. And seeing the power that these movies have had for this young man is incredible. And it's hard not to watch this movie and not get a little teared up. I was definitely 100% on board for this movie the whole way through, and it's just a good, heartfelt film. It does take quite a few turns. You're constantly going back and forth and seeing this guy struggle, and the whole process of the movie is actually him trying to work towards living on his own, and he's going into an assisted living apartment, and that's kind of what the movie is following. His transition from living at home with his parents and then becoming, essentially an independent adult, someone who can function on their own with, a little bit of help here and there. But this is just a great movie, and it really illustrates the power of what a film can do for an individual. If you are fans of Disney, this is going to be a fantastic watch for you. I highly recommend it. Check it out. It's called Life Animated, just a fantastic movie all around.